stop Iran before it's too late.
Morgenthau,
because
God
it's
bless
probably
him.
the most important issue for
Heir to a
mankind.
fabulous family tradition of public service. Give him your full attention,
It's about the survival
please.
of America. It's about the survival of Israel. It's about the survival of all our friends in the Middle East. And Chuck Schumer and the rest of the United States Senate has to these people.
I'm here as a private citizen, as a Jew who cares, who believes that this is a critical moment, and to show my support for all the people who came out in support of looking at this deal, examining and having Congress live up to their responsibility.
State Senator Simcha Felder of Brooklyn. Senator Schumer. Chuck Schumer. Where is Chuck? You're there always. We see you every Sunday, but not this past Sunday. You're there for cereal prices. You're there for powdered alcohol. You're there for every mishegas. Where are you for this? Now let me tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, we all received the letters from Senator Schumer and our Congress members, and you all got the phone calls, right? Here's the thing. We need 13 Democrats in the Senate and 43 Democrats in the House of Representatives to kill this evil, debauched, capitulatory deal to the evil Republic of Iran. Now, Monica Crowley alluded to the cynicism, the outrageous behavior of this administration. What do I mean? Now, I'm going to tell you how I have the information so no one should think I made it up. I belong to AIPAC. But I know the big donors at AIPAC, those who are able to really support AIPAC in a big way. And they have let out the following. Anthony Blinken and Valerie Jarrett, they will be rounding up the votes. And here's what they will do, these cynics. They will discern if there are enough Democrats who reside in districts where Iran and our physical destruction is not issue number one. And then the White House will tell Congressman Israel, Congresswoman Nita Lowey, Congressman Jerry Nadler, listen, you guys, you can go vote the way you need to. We got the votes. Now I'm going to tell you something. Our New York Congress members, they were there in the fight for civil rights. They were there in the fight against apartheid. They're there for the farmers. This is our civil rights, our right to live. It will not be enough. It will not be enough if those Congress members say that they are opposing the bill because they got permission from Valerie Jarrett and Anthony Blinken. They better get their torches moving and tell their fellow members, we demand that you kill this bill. Now, Senator Schumer, let me tell you something. I worked for Mayor Koch. And when I worked for Altamano, I knew Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan. And let me tell you something, Senator Schumer, you are no Daniel Patrick Moynihan. This is the night that New Yorkers awaken to you and understand how you operate. We do not want you to give a nice speech on the Senate floor about this debauched agreement and then be silent and say that your fellow members can vote their conscience. You are going to be the next Democratic leader of the Senate, we understand. Well, guess what, folks? Leaders of legislative bodies, their job is to round up votes. And Chuck Schumer, you better round up those votes to kill this bill. And let me tell you something, folks. This is the day to remember. This is the day. Chuck Schumer has two choices. He will round up the votes in the Senate Israeli and all over Western Europe. If he doesn't do that, we will remember. Remember, folks, New Yorkers get bored pretty quickly with their elected officials. Al D'Amato had 18 years. Well, guess what? This is Chuck's 3rd term. If you don't do it, Chuck will be plenty bored. We'll throw you the hell out. This is it for you, Chuck. However, as we say in the high holy days, there is a chance for redemption. You could be Churchill. You could be Daniel Patrick Moynihan. You could arise and say, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, my fellow Americans, this deal is a danger to me, to my daughters, and I condemn it, and I want my colleagues to vote with me and kill this deal. The choice is yours, Senator Schumer. Chuck, this is your moment. This is your time to make the decision.
And he proceeded to capitulate on every red line and every minimum requirement that both he and the United Nations had required. He has now squandered away every form of leverage that we had against this theocratic, radical regime, which has broken every promise it has ever made. And in return, Mr. Obama got another rope-a-dope, duplicitous, unverifiable, and astonishingly unenforceable promise from Iran to temporarily slow their inexorable advancement toward nuclear power. Iran's anti-American jihadist government. It appears, and he lists all sanctions, he lists bans on Iran's weapons,
how many times have I heard Senator Schumer say, everyone,
allows Iran
my name is Shomer. Shomer is Shomer. Shomer Yisrael. That's what he has said.
It gives them
Senator
tens of
Schumer,
billions of dollars
be a Shomer.
that can continue to spread their terror
Be a
and
leader.
destabilize expansionism
Speak out
throughout the world.
now
it allows them to
and
continue
make
their
sure
human
that
rights
this
abuse.
disastrous
It allows them
agreement
to
is
illegally
defeated
hold American
in the United States Senate
hostage.
and in the
And
House
it
of
allows their
Representatives.
entire
Everyone is waiting for
nuclear
Schumer.
infrastructure
He's
to
studying
remain
it, he's
intact.
looking.
All
Some
the
people
while,
already did that,
the Supreme
and they get
Leader,
it.
an
Takes them a
ultimate
little
Iranian
longer.
authority,
Fine.
is publicly reaffirming his hatred
Stand
towards the United
with
States and
your
publicly
people.
leading
Stand with
throngs
America.
of his supporters
This
shouting
agreement is
death to
absolute
America
disaster.
and
The
death.
president insults everybody.
And I would venture to say that 95% of them are constituents of Senator Chuck
Then you
Schumer.
are like the people who supported the Iraq War, which means
And I would guess
war.
that each of them have at least 10
I am
relatives
opposing
each
this
that
because
may
I
be
don't want a
voting for
war.
Chuck Schumer.
Because that would be a disaster
Ladies and
for the
gentlemen,
world.
it's such a great privilege
The president
to
is
welcome such a
insulting,
decent human being
degrading
and a great
people
leader.
who are
He
standing
led us
up
through
because they feel
9/11.
this is so dangerous.
What do you think is the underlying reason of why Schumer is stalling and refuses to tell the media what he's thinking?
Look, he's caught up,
that they had nothing
you know,
to
with
fear
other things as well.
Barack Obama.
He wants to be majority leader.
So they came to the
minority leader,
table with
whatever it is.
nothing
But I'm
and
sure at
walked
the
away
end,
with
he's going
everything.
to do the right
And now instead of making
It's a
sure Iran
no-brainer.
never gets
If it's
a
my
nuclear
share for
weapons
him to be
capability,
majority leader,
Mr. Obama's
he'll be the majority leader anyway.
motivated
But
peace
let
in
him
our
show
time deal
leadership.
empowers this
Let him be
and
the
most
showman
dangerous sponsor
that he
of
has
terrorism
spoken about
on
for the past
this earth,
25 years.
and now places
Let
them
him be that
on
showman.
a sure
This
path,
is the test
not
right
just
now.
to obtain
Is Senator Gillibrand off the hook, or you will be targeting her office also? Senator Gillibrand, are you calling her office?
Of course Gillibrand is part of this.
The
But
entire
again,
Middle East.
Schumer is the senior senator. He's
there have
slated
been
to be the
34
leader of
vetoes
the Democrats in the
in the
Senate.
history of the United States,
Gillibrand is
of a foreign
waiting for
policy
Chuck.
bill by a president.
Not the other way
Only
around.
two in
Now,
Israel.
would
Now, did I
Senator
get that
Schumer
right?
be invited
Did I
to
get
Borough
that
Park
right?
if he does not,
That can't be right.
do the right thing?
That would be a deal far
All I can
worse
say
than
is
the
that
deal Bill
this
Clinton
is the
made with
ultimate
the
test
police state of
for
North
Senator
Korea
Schumer.
that allowed
All
them
the other
to develop
things,
nuclear
all the
weapons.
other issues, this is
My speechwriter says I got that
fundamental.
right.
This is basic. This is
Now
about
he's saying
survival.
that in an
This
arrogant
is something
attempt
that is so
to
dangerous to
solidify
the
this
world.
insane
Iran
agreements
will have
that the
nuclear
President of the
weapons
United
unless
States
something is done.
sworn before God to
Implication of
uphold
that,
the United
what
States
that means for
Constitution
the world,
has
to
just
have this
orchestrated a
terrorist
vote
regime
right here in New
with
York
nuclear weapons.
to approve the Iranian
I mean, my
nuclear
God.
deal and subordinate
You know,
the sovereignty of
during
America,
the Holocaust,
the United States
American Jews
Constitution,
didn't do
and
what they should
the
have done
United States
when their brothers and
Congress.
sisters were being murdered 12,000 every single day. Now,
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
we
I'm
have to be
afraid
there. All of
that
us.
the Iranians
And this is not
have
an
been
issue
watching
just about
Barack
Israel.
Obama
This is about
for a
America.
very long time.
They are developing
And when
ballistic
he stood
missiles that
idly
will
by
be able to hit our
and
cities.
knowingly watched as
So,
thousands of
wake up.
innocent
Be there
civilians
tomorrow
in
at
Iraq
11
were
o'clock
either
outside of
butchered,
Schumer's office.
tortured,
Well, this isn't a bad deal. This is a god-awful deal. It must be rejected. Congress must do its job and stand up for the American people, stand up for our safety, and say no to this Iranian deal.
Now, even Tom Friedman of the New York Times, who generally does not support Israel's policies and the policies of Benjamin Netanyahu, acknowledged in today's Times that it was the decision to take the military option off the table and to allow Iran to negotiate with us as equals that brought about this very bad deal. This is not Munich. The reason this is not Munich is when Munich decided that Czechoslovakia would be dismembered, Czechoslovakia did not have the ability to defend itself. And when the President of the United States tells Israel that it may be subject to the nuclear whims of Iran, the state of Israel does have the ability to defend itself. And
I want her to be safe, Governor Pataki.
As president, would you move the cap to Jerusalem, the embassy to Jerusalem?
Her passport says...
I'm here to join over 10,000 people who felt it was important to tell the President of the United States and members of Congress and the entire world that Iran is not a trustworthy partner and certainly is not trustworthy to adhere to this agreement. And that this treaty, this agreement that was made by Washington must be put to a stop.
So, Senator Schumer,